Hello. So today's video is a much requested one. Ever since we have been doing accent analyses, my dear viewers have been asking me to look at Mr. Peter Cushing. Just look at these comments. So that's just what I'll do today. So we all know who Peter Cushing is. So skipping the usual thumbnail biographical bit and looking at his accent, Peter spoke with a classic refined received pronunciation RP accent, often referred to as BBC English or URP. There are so many names for this accent and my regular viewers already know a lot of them. Born in Kenley, Surrey, and classically trained in British theatre, his speech reflected the elevated theatrical vocal standards expected of mid-century British dramatic actors. In fact, he was known for his inability to perform a convincing American accent, which affected some of his early audition opportunities. We'll be looking at 3 separate clips. Here is the first one. It's a court scene.
You are Baron Victor Frankenstein?
I am.
And what is your occupation, Baron?
I am a busy man, Your Honor. Is this really necessary?
Please answer the question.
Your occupation?
I am a doctor.
Of medicine?
Of medicine, law, and physics.
And of witchcraft.
To the best of my knowledge, doctorates are not awarded for witchcraft. But if ever they are, no doubt I shall qualify for one.
So, while analysing Mr. Dirk Bogarde's accent, I mentioned that there are rarely 2 equally valid strains of this accent. A carefully articulated, precise manner of speaking, with every consonant carefully enunciated, and also a more lackadaisical, rambling kind of speech, and we noted that Dirk's style was the latter. Here, as we can clearly see, Peter's speech belongs to the first category. Look at necessary. Every schwa can be clearly heard. His accent is very reminiscent of someone of a higher rank in the old military. You may find his manner here bossy. He simply takes charge. When you're learning a dialect, it's very helpful to get into the character, as it were, the general mood and attitude of a model speaker of the accent. So somebody like Peter who values traditions, order, discipline, and a practical good common sense approach to life. Margaret Rutherford certainly comes to mind. Even King Charles. The rhythm is marked by sudden barks of sound. Occasional shooting up into the higher pitches are used to grab attention or to express astonishment or exasperation. Very musical, but also very matter-of-fact intonation patterns. It's sort of like chopping up meat with a heavy cleaver. Just imagine you're landed gentry or something, following birds with a shotgun and shooting them on the keywords. Try holding a pencil widthways in your mouth between your teeth while you speak. It may help. Remember the stiff upper lip and the bottom lip doing a bit more of the work. Try it and your speech will instantly become more like Peter Cushing in a matter of seconds. It's pure magic. Go ahead, really try it. Pause if you need to. I'll wait for you.
You are a very clever man then, Baron.
Yes, I am. Too clever. Thank you. Now, if you will kindly proceed, I should like to get back to my work.
What kind of work, Baron?
That is none of your business.
Perhaps it is my business.
Your Honor, may I state quite simply that I've known the accused for several months, and that I've always found him to be trustworthy, diligent, keen-witted, if not over-intelligent, conscientious, abstemious, and wholly reliable. Several months.
Several. A rolled R. Look at the T's. The voiceless plosives are often held or suspended on stressed syllables before they explode into the remaining syllables, giving quite a gunshot feeling. Hold the consonant and then release. If you're serious about this, let's do some quick practice drill. Particularly, simply, fortunately, trustworthy, diligent, intelligent, abstemious.
I know that he has been accused of murder. As a psychologist, I can only say that I consider it extremely unlikely that he could commit such a crime.
So, you think you can tell a murderer just by looking at him?
Yes.
I protest. You say it is extremely unlikely he could commit such a crime, but not impossible.
No, not impossible. Murder. Murder.
Oh, love that murder. Non-rhetoric, of course, but the last vowel is elongated a bit more for dramatic effect, and an extremely that gunshot effect again.
Why, don't you see, Paul? We've discovered the source of life itself, and we've used it to restore a creature that was dead. Now, this is a tremendous discovery, but we mustn't share it yet. We must move on to the next stage. We've restored life where life was extinct. To restore a creature that was dead. To restore
A very clear dramatic rolled R when he says restore a creature that was dead. And the dead is more like dead, which we have seen before, of course. And they're tremendous. You see what I mean?
It's no longer sufficient to bring the dead back to life. We must create from the beginning. We must build up our own creature. Build it up from nothing.
From what? Why, what on earth are you talking about?
Forget the whole. Now we must take the part. Limbs, organs, and then we must build.
Build what?
The most complex thing known to man. Man himself. We must create a human being. A man with perfect physique, with the hands of an artist and with the matured brain of a genius. We can do it, don't you see?
No, I don't.
Matured brain, matured...
Matured and not matured. The diphthong, the vowel glide, is clearly heard too. And again, it's like a military officer barking orders. Very commanding, domineering even. A rolled R in create too.
Oh, what you're saying is nonsense. A revolt against nature. Such a thing could only end in evil.
Oh, come, Paul, what's the matter with you? You haven't shown any scruples up to now. And as for revolting against nature, well, haven't we done so already and succeeded? Isn't the thing that's dead supposed to be dead for all time? Yet we've brought it back to life. We hold in the palms of our hands such secrets that have never been dreamed of. When nature puts up her own barriers to confine the scope of man, we've broken through those barriers. There's nothing to stop us now.
What is it you want to do?
Oh, I just love it. That literal piece there is littered with all the features of URP. And then you can learn a lot from just that. Rolled R's and the up and down rhythm, the punching and dabbing we were talking about, and the commanding voice again, sort of like a call to arms, a demand or appeal urging people to fight or mobilize for a cause. Now, in this final clip, we have a lot of characters all vying to sound posh. Sort of like every man is trying to prove they are the poshiest of the bunch. So let's really listen in, even to the secondary actors.
Not very talkative, our new resident.
Damn surly, if you ask me. Only just about managed to say good evening.
My move, I think.
Yes.
See what I mean? I know we are focusing on Mr. Peter, but I'm tempted to pause at many points. This clip is just fantastic, don't you think? Let's carry on.
Dreadful business, this Dr. Heidegger getting his head lopped off.
The world's full of maniacs. Ever crossed your mind that you never know who you're standing next to in the street?
Funny you should say that. Today, I stood next to probably the worst madman of the decade.
Who?
Dr. Frederick Brandt. Remember him?
Yes, I do. But where did you see him? Not in the street, surely?
Well, of course not. I had to call at the asylum today to discuss a new plumbing installation. I passed him in the exercise yard.
Name rings a bell, but I can't place it.
Well, he's a doctor who caused an absolute furore in the medical world about 5 years ago with some fantastic and devilish notion he had about transplanting people's brains. You know, putting them from one person into another. And he claimed that anyone undergoing such surgery could survive. Absolute claptrap.
Okay, I do have to pause. That little piece there, my, claptrap and fantastic. That gunshot effect galore. Right there. I think Mr. Cushing will speak now.
I seem to recall that another fellow had the same idea at the same time. The foreigner. Oh dear. What was his name now?
Frankenstein. Baron Frankenstein. Lived in Bohemia.
That's the one. They were both run out of the medical profession, weren't they?
That's right. And Frankenstein was run out of his country as well. The church in particular pilloried him. The devil's disciples.
See more of that vying a competition to sound more refined, more like an aristocrat that I joked about.
Excuse me. I didn't know that you were doctors.
Ah, the man speaks finely, when he can no longer hold it in.
Doctors? We're not doctors.
I beg your pardon. I thought you knew what you were talking about. You're damn rude, sir. I'm afraid that stupidity always brings out the worst in me.
Stupidity?
Yes, stupidity.
His condescending manner, that he can't abide fools. This accent is well suited to this taking down, this excoriation. Stupidity. Happy tensing, as we have seen in other accent analysis videos. Click up there for the other videos in the series and feel free to catch up on the entire playlist.
It is fools like you who have blocked progress throughout the ages. You make pronouncements on half-facts that you don't understand anyway.
I find your tone and manner highly objectionable, sir. But if you wish to involve yourself in an argument about it, pray, explain the word progress in this context.
You wouldn't understand it. But I will give you a parallel that you may just appreciate. Had man not been given to invention and experiment, then tonight, sir, you would have eaten your dinner in a cave. You would have strewn the bones about the floor and then wiped your fingers on a coat of animal skin. In fact, your lapels do look somewhat greasy. Good night.
Oh, Ben. This is classic Peter Cushing. Peter is dissing, I think is the word. It's just that he's doing it in a classy way and not at all like those disgusting, unsavory diss tracks, I think they're called. Well, that's it for today. That is fun, wasn't it? I'll be back with another video soon. Till then, take care and remember, I love you.
We like to move it, move it.